I should be live now. Okay. So this is a U. All right. So when you come in now, you shouldn't, I don't think you're going to come in at the beginning. I think you're going to come in right wherever I am. And then when you do a replay, it'll come back. It'll come back with the whole thing. All right. Let me get to this. If you're on now, if you're on the page now, feel free to type something in the live chat and ask questions. Right now, I'm going to the Facebook page for this group to post the link. All right, now I'm going to see if I can navigate to this. Let me go to the live because I should be able to. You got one person watching. Let me know you're here. That's what I'm going to type. Let me know you are here. On Facebook. Yeah, this is what I thought it would do. Okay, you have to go to the discussion. It's not jumping out at you. So I want to do this. I'm going to post it right on the page too, so you can see it. So you don't have to drill down into the discussion. So, got it there. I'm going to go to messages on my phone and put it in the group. Let's see. So, live class today. Say today. I wonder if there's some slowness because a lot of people are home because of COVID-19. Okay, so I put the link in actually 3 different places. So if people don't see it, it is truly because they aren't interested, not because they can't find it. I'll even do 4. I will go to my personal Facebook page. And I will put it there. Oh, I'll do even better. This is really to Because I know a lot of naysayers are going to be like, well, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? If they think I'm not happy with my numbers, when the truth is, I don't expect a lot of people to be attending my stuff when I am not famous. Because as long as I reach one person, I feel like I'm doing what I need to do, honestly. But other people don't feel that way. People who allocate resources and things like that don't feel that way. And I can't say I blame them. So. Oh, no wonder. Got 2 people on. I'm just going to put this on Twitter. A lot of stuff is responding. A lot of technology is responding slow today. Washing the dishes. Let's see. Live Saturday class, COVID-19 martial arts training. Martial arts. Siri doesn't like my accent. Training. Taekwondo. I guess we'll put a little judo in there. I'll see. Let me. I want to I'm gonna click over here, see if it tells me. No, it doesn't tell me. All right, so we got 2 people watching. We got 2 viewers at least. So I don't know who you are. So again, shout yourselves out. So if you want me to tailor something to you, then I can tailor it to you. Tea, unsweetened tea. Unsweetened tea is one of the nastiest things on earth, but it dulls the appetite. And if that's going to help me stop eating while I'm in COVID-19 quarantine, I'm going to do it. All right, we got a few minutes. Okay. Hannah's here. Hannah and her sister and brother. Good morning. All right. So who else is here? Okay, so I at least have some students here. So one thing I will do is I'm going to have today's class be like how class would be if we were in session. That means I'm going to go through a lot of the warm-up stuff that we normally do so that people that might be interested in attending once COVID-19 is over, you'll see what we do. Last week's kickathon, while I will do in class sometimes, that's not how we typically go at it all the time. That was specifically because I want the people who are looking for a while to practice their kicks. Now, you see what I'm wearing right now? I'm wearing a t-shirt today with my belt and some uniform pants. These are actually my judo uniform pants, not my taekwondo uniform pants. I can tie these and I know these won't fall down. In the summertime, for a lot of taekwondo schools, you can wear a t-shirt and your uniform pants. Typically, your t-shirt should be the same color as the pants. I'm typically also not too big of a stickler on summer uniforms, but this is what's regulation. This is what's kosher. Now, check this out. Since we do judo cross training, the judo recommendation for what type of t-shirt that you wear is no decals on it. That's because if you wear decals, they can scratch people's face when you're grappling with them. So I do recommend that you do not wear decals. What I have you do is if you come in class with something that's got, writing on it, I do this myself with stuff I wear if I know I'm going to be grappling, is I turn the shirt inside out if I know I'm going to be grappling. So when you in class, if you're wearing t-shirts, turn it inside out. If you can't, just get a white t-shirt or a regular t-shirt to wear. Now, always bring your uniform top. I don't have my judo top with me today, but I at least bring this. Always bring your uniform top because some of the chokes that you learn initially, I won't say they don't work on t-shirts. They work better to thicken the material that you have. So, okay, Evelyn said CJ is here. Morning, CJ, Evelyn. Morning to the Bruno family and Mark. You're going to be grabbing at the back of the uniform, putting it around their neck and using that as a brace. Now, you can actually do this with a t-shirt, and I got that. I got how to really do it with a t-shirt without ripping the t-shirt from looking at the Gracie breakdown channels. I know it's jujitsu. Oh my gosh, it's another style. Yeah, whatever. But you can look at the way they do it. They gather the t-shirt up on the back of the person, right? But if I do that at a rec center, if I'm reaching under your t-shirt to grab your t-shirt, to brace you by the back, to pull it up so that I'm exposing your bare back to the world, I think some people might feel some type of way about that. So bring your uniform. And that's another thing that I wanted to do a regular like rant commentary video on it, but I don't have to since I'm going to talk about it here. This is like, why do you wear uniforms? You wear uniforms when you're doing martial arts so you don't mess up your regular clothes. Unless you like having your regular clothes get ripped up and super sweated up and, just torn and stained from sweating all the time, you would wear your regular clothes. Not only that, that's a practical reason. Also, just for discipline and just for the aesthetic of it. When you come into class, if you're wearing a uniform, you are ready for class. Not only that, when you're in other sports, you wear uniforms. That's what gets me. People understand why they have to wear a basketball uniform. People understand why they have to wear a football uniform. People understand why they have to wear a soccer uniform. People understand why they have to wear a school uniform. People understand why they have to wear a uniform in the military. People understand why police officers wear uniforms. People understand why, depending on what type of day job you have to wear a uniform for that. But then they want to come to the martial arts and go, well, I got to wear a uniform. If you can wear a uniform for them, you can wear a uniform for me. Now, which uniform should you get? I tell you right now, my absolute preference for what uniform to have is what I'm wearing now. This is the most comfortable. But the most practical, honestly, would be either the judo uniform or a really, really thick, heavy cotton karate uniform. I'm not a fan of the Taekwondo V-neck outside of this V-neck shirt that you see typically in WTF. And I'm not saying that WTF is bad. I'm saying that's not something that I tend to be a fan of, only because it probably wasn't what I first saw. So it looks different to me. Plus, if you have the misfortune, well, actually not misfortune, the fortune as I have, of having to transition to different classes and different styles just because your school, just because you have to move away from where your Taekwondo or karate school is. If you just get a plain white karate uniform, that's going to work in most punch kick type styles that are either Korean or Japanese. You'll be able to wear that. Now for judo, you have to wear the judo specific uniform. Or if you were to go into like the Chinese arts, you have to wear a uniform for that. I also recommend a judo uniform because if you do any type of cross training and grappling, your judo uniform is not as easy to rip. Now, notice I say not as easy because I've seen judo uniforms get ripped too, depending on the quality. So also if cash is an issue too, your regular karate uniform, that's the one that's Pants look like what I'm wearing now, but they don't tie on the sides like these do. And this one, those tend to be the easiest to find when you type in karate, because you're not going to remember taekwondo. You're going to call it all karate. You type in karate uniform, that pops up. All right. So you got 3 people here. So we got Hannah and her brother and sister. And we got CJ. One more person watching. Who else is that? Okay. So we got a couple more minutes. I'm going to stall basically a little bit, and then we're going to get started. The county should be bringing some stuff by my house for me to put in the basement, because they want me to do online self-defense videos. Okay. In the self-defense videos, they want me to show techniques people can use for self-defense, physical techniques people can use if they're attacked, and stretches that people can do at home. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave me that. Okay. I said I want to say this in that video, but I'm not going to go into it like I'm going to say now. It is not as politely, since this is my channel and not the county's channel. That is, any physical techniques that you are using on people, if you are doing that, I want you to keep in mind one thing. It means your self-defense has failed. If you are laying hands on somebody, your self-defense has failed. Especially if you're talking about in a COVID-19 world. If you are getting into it with somebody physically, your self-defense has failed. Especially during COVID-19, but really before COVID-19, your self-defense is your lifestyle and your awareness and your ability to talk to people. We'll just say your ability to handle people in these situations. Now that we are in COVID-19 at the time of this video, nobody you don't know or don't trust should be more than 6 feet. It's too far for me to even kick you. You should not be grappling or going to the ground with anyone during a COVID-19 outbreak. You should not. That means your self-defense has failed. It may not necessarily be your fault. The person could be, hey, my teacher, one of my teachers, Sensei Dwayne, what's going on? Dude knows his pressure points. I guess I'll talk to 10 after, then we got to get started. We'll get moving. In this COVID-19 world, you're supposed to keep 6 feet apart. So if you're less than 6 feet apart, unless the person was mentally unstable and they just came at you and you just couldn't keep them away, I'm good, sir. I'm good. If you couldn't keep them away, then you weren't paying attention. You walking around on your phone in the parking lot when you should have been paying attention. One question I got asked, and this is more than one source, I'm not just talking about one person. What can you do, like, when you out alone at night in the parking lot and somebody attack you? You shouldn't be out alone in the parking lot at night by yourself. And especially during COVID-19 when we're under quarantine or we're under restrictions, we're under curfew. I know where I live, we're supposed to be home at 8. And it's still some light outside at 8, especially if this thing goes on into the summer, rolls on to the summertime. Hey, okay, Jada's here. So good. It looks like we're getting more people with a background so we can have a more formal structured class. Hey, no, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be in a situation. And before COVID-19, you probably shouldn't have been in that part of town anyway. You shouldn't have been in that part of town. Shouldn't have been hanging with them people. Now, I know I'm being hypocritical because when I was young, I did young stuff too. I know that. I did the same young stuff that young people do. Doesn't make it right though. And just like that time, just like the time I've told people about when one of the times I almost got mugged, the one I remember the most, that I actually used key eyes to get out of it. I raised my voice and stood up like it was key eye and I was yelling at them. I stunned them with my voice and scared them so I could leave. You may not believe that happened. That's what I did. But you know how they came after me, how I was even vulnerable? Because I did something stupid, because I shouldn't have walked through an alley. I could have walked. I just did not feel like walking around in the light where it was well lit. I just didn't feel like taking an extra 2 minutes to get to the bar. I just wanted to go through the dark alley that literally looked like something out of a Daredevil skit. I just wanted to walk through the alley. I probably just felt like, hey, I know karate. I can walk through the alley anyway. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I've been through alleys before. And that's when they came at me. So, your self-defense has failed if you're laying hands on people. You're supposed to be keeping social distance, right? You're hanging around with people that are violent. You thought they were going to be. That's how you get into trouble. You saw some kind of signs that they're not, people you should be hanging with, but you ignored it because you thought they were cute or pretty. And now they're attacking you. Now, speaking of which, I'm going to say this, then I got to stop because it's after 10. So one thing too, they had a town hall meeting about this with the county. Not the same department that I'm under part-time. If you are a victim of domestic violence during COVID-19, you can call 911. They had also put a phone number up. I wrote it in one of my files. I don't know where it is, but I may do a video on that part of the presentation I recorded. So bottom line is domestic violence services are still working during COVID-19. So if you are a victim of domestic violence, you can call 911. And they only spoke for PG County, Maryland. They said at the time of that recording, I think it was 2 weeks ago, they hadn't seen a spike in domestic violence in PG County. But if you are a victim of domestic violence, please go ahead and call. Oh, one more thing before I get started. I said that people want to see stretches that you can do at home. If there are stretches that you want to know that you can do at home, just do yoga. Take yoga. Yoga is the epitome of stretching that you can do by yourself. Look at a yoga video. You can take yoga, awareness, pay attention, okay? And don't hang around in places you shouldn't be, and don't be with people they shouldn't be with. Bad people. People that your parents warn you about. People that your grandmama tell you, don't hang with her. When your granddaddy says, don't mess with them people, boy, don't mess with them people. That's your best form of self-defense. All right, enough talking. So today, what I asked is, pretty much it looks like everybody that's here, if they want to be a COVID-19 student, let me know. That means that I will grade you by video, because everybody that I see is here that I think is here, I have met prior to April 15th, 2020, which means that you can get graded for free, because I don't want there to be any type of conflict of interest with the county. Okay? But like I said, those county videos are coming, and you're going to see me doing self-defense in those, and I'm going to do self-defense in those. But remember what real self-defense is. Real self-defense are your choices and your lifestyle. By the time you get the physical techniques, it's because those things have not worked out. All right. Now, I had this right last week, and now I can't get it to be where I want it to be. Okay, here we go. All right. So if there's anybody watching, let me see, somebody just type something. Okay. So if there's anybody watching that's brand new, I'm going to go through things just like I would if it was a regular class. If you're at home, this is all the space that you need. We're going to just go through things that you can do in an area of your house with a little bit of room, or if you're just in your bedroom, you can do your drawers like that. So let's get started. Shaliat. Kunye. Jumbi. Student Creed. Sija. Blessed be the Lord, my strength, who teaches my hands to war and my fingers to fight. Teacher's Creed is, blessed are the peacemakers, for they should be called the children of God. Shaliat. Kunye. Jumbi. And come on. Let's do some jumping jacks to warm up the body. Ready? With me, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. Come on, catch your breath. Lean your head to your left. Lean your head to your right. Lean it back. Hang down. Big circles in one direction. Big circles in the other. Okay, stop. Let's roll your arms to the front. Roll your arms to the back. One forward and one back. And one forward and one back. Pro tip, if you're over 25, when you get out of bed in the morning, stretch before you do these. That's how I keep my flexibility. I stretch more than once a day. Lean to your left and reach. This is just like what I do in class. Lean to your right. Lean back, rather. And hang down. And back up. Come on. Put your hands on your, actually, no, not yet. Put your hands out here. Stretch one arm across the front. So stretch it like this. Now, if that's good, turn your hands up here so they can talk to each other and grab. And then hook. You don't have to kneel down. I'm kneeling down just so you can see. Okay. Let go slow. Now the other side. Bring it across right here. That's all you can do. Fine. Stay there. Now turn your hands around together so they can hook. And pull through. And hold it. And let go slow. All right, good. Grab behind one elbow and pull. This is probably your left elbow. Grab behind the other one and pull. Now reach behind your back. Touch your hands behind your back. If you can hook them, hook them. You can do like this, hook them. And then slowly bend forward. Slowly bend forward and come up. Now let go slow. Don't just pop out of this. Keep your hand behind your back. Reach back here and hook and pull it around. Okay, let go slow. Same thing on the other side. And turn. Now, this is a reminder for some people. Keep holding it while I'm talking. If you can't do that, use a belt and just go to heel. It can be your martial arts belt or just a belt at home. This is how I started off. Do this. Okay, and then let go slow. Come around the side here. If you can't reach back, you can grab the belt and pull. Hook your hands. Okay. Now for the back, I'm really still on the belt. So when you bend forward, you can use your belt like this to stretch the shoulders. Otherwise, hook your hands, lift them up, and lean. Try to get those hands off your back. But remember, you can also use a belt to come up here like this. Same stretch. Okay. Let's put your hands on your hips. Wind your hips in one direction. Wind your hips in the other direction. Side to side. Front to back. And stop. Now, this is a stretch I've had to do because of excessive sitting, especially since I'm working at home. I'm getting deep into what we call forward stance, walking stance, front stance. Take your fist, put it on your hip back here, and just lean. Put the stress here to stretch out this muscle over your hip. And hold it. Now, open up your hand, look at it, look at the palm of your hand, and take it up and lean back as far as you can. Please don't fall. Remember to breathe, as I keep forgetting to. Okay, Hapsul, switch sides. Same thing. You're kind of deep in this stance, or as deep as you feel comfortable. Okay. Take this hand now, put it on the back of your hip. You can put it low or right in the crease above the meaty part of your hip. Okay. Now, look at your palm of your hand. Go up. And stop. And shake it out. Okay. Let's do some bouncing. And then we're going to get down and do the legs. Okay. So, bounce, bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Put your feet. Bounce again. Put your left side forward. Bounce back and forth. Put your right side forward. Bounce back and forth. The left side forward. Get your hands up and jab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hapsul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. Catch your breath. Okay, and let's sit down. I'll just do this. All right. Oh, I gotta back up. All right, so if you need to, you can use your belt. Think if you go into this leg, you can use that to stretch. If you go into this leg, you can use your belt like this to stretch. You can bring it together and use your belt like this to stretch. Okay? So for right now, spread your legs. I want to do a twist first before we start going to the front. So twist to your left. Twist to your right. And then go down in the middle. Reach as far as you can. And come up. Bring your legs together. Remember, you can use your belt if you need to. Down. Try to get your head on your knees. Okay, up. Spread those legs. You need the belt. Go ahead. Try to get your head on your left knee. Try to put your head on your knee. Head on your right knee. Down in the middle again. Somebody said, I wish I had your advice. 9 years ago, I lost my instructor. I'm gonna have to see what video that's on. Okay, come together. All right. Take this foot, put it on top of here like this. Turn a little bit so you can see. Wind your ankle in one direction. Wind your ankle in the other. Loosen up your toes. Pull up, push down, and shake it out. Other side. Wind your ankle in one direction. Actually, here you can see this better. Wind it in the other. Loosen up your toes. Pull up, push down, shake it out. Now put this back on top. This is one of the stretches I do every morning when I get up because my back hurts. I'll keep this across like this, and then I'm trying to put my head onto my calf of my knee. I can't do it yet, but like so. Reaching down like this. This helps to get at that back and warm up the hip. When I first wake up in the morning, I can only do this. And then I go further down till I get to here. Okay, hold it. Okay, switch. So we can do this, go down. You can do this instead of this. Okay. The one where I can actually put my nose on my knee. I do this because my body's adjusted to where nose on the knee version, even early in the morning, I can do it, but it still feels stiff. So I got to go to the point to where I can feel it loosening up my lower back and my hips. Okay. All right. Let's put both feet together. Pull in tight and flat. Now you see my hips are still tight even after all these years because you see how my knees come up? I should be able to get these to where there's no space down here. That's the goal according to my old yoga teacher. So that it's just on the floor in a relaxed state. There's going to be some stretches that I won't say never, but they're going to tend to be hard for you to do just based on your body. And then there are others that are easy for you to do just based on your body. The goal for if you're doing something like a yoga is to try to bring all that into balance. Same thing with martial arts. Now, we can move our feet out a little bit. Try to take your head, put it here. Go. If you've been around me for a while, you know the stretch. This one is easy for CJ, right, CJ? Now, look, see how I'm tucking my hands under? That's another thing you can do. You can prayer pose it, like I'm touching my fingers together, or just put your fingers down. This will help you get at your shoulders and underneath your legs at the same time. Looking around because I thought I heard somebody coming down the steps. All right. Put your legs out in front. Let's take this leg, fold it underneath. Now, if this is hurting, then just stop here. We're going to go head on the straight leg, head on the bent knee, twist that way, lay back. Let's go. Head on the straight leg. If you really can't do this, redo this stretch. Head on the bent knee, which I still can't get it on there. One thing I do, since I can't do this, is I put my head here on the floor, like that. Okay. Twist. and then lay back. Make sure I'm not giving you guys a shit. Lay back. Okay, Hapsu. But everybody here has a Korean or Japanese background, martial arts wise. Remember, if you can't do this, if it's hurting too much, then redo this one. Head on a straight leg. See, it's easy for me to put my face on my knee. Head on the bent knee, yet I can't put my head on this knee. It's always been like that. I'll go here just to do something. Now, twist to your left. All right. And lay back. Okay, let's get on our stomachs here. Push up like this to stretch. Turn one hip in. Sometimes I come off the ground to really stretch that hip. Turn the other hip in. And come up here like this. All right, now, this is mostly kids watching. Y'all kids can do this. Any adults watching, yeah. Be careful. All right. If this is all how far you can go, then just do this the whole time while we're doing what we're doing. If you can go farther than that, then go here. If this is painful, you just stay here while we're doing our freak show thing. All right. Everybody else, get those feet down here and lay back. Lay back. I'm hoping I don't catch a cramp today. Okay, back up. Because I caught a cramp when I did this earlier this morning. Like James Brown used to say, we're going to take it to the bridge. If you don't know who James Brown is, ask your grandparents. Okay, let's try a bridge. My bridge tends to look more like a table, but here we go. Up. Hold it up. Hold it up. It took me years to get this far. And down. All right. I'm turned like this. So I have my hands out to the side. I'm going to change my angle a little bit so you can see better. Let's see. CJ commented. Yeah, he is really good at that stretch. Hands out here. Reach your foot over, grab this one, and stretch. Those of us with lower back problems love this stretch. You can feel it. You can feel it right in here. Other side. And go. Hold it. All right, now, neck check. You have neck problems? No. Don't do that. If you have neck problems, just look down at the floor while we're doing this, okay? The rest of us, you know what it is, right? I'm gonna put my toes behind my head while I'm rocking back, like I'm working on a back fall. Okay? Ready? We're gonna go all the way back though. Take my feet out of frame so that my feet land in frame. Ready? Steady, go. If all you can do is this, just do that. Hold it. And down. Oh, that's always a rough one for me. Okay. Back to kneeling position. Here, sitting here. If I can ever get you to sit around long enough to learn the judo form called katami no kata, that's done in kneeling position. So if you ever think you might want to take judo or aikido, because aikido does a lot of stuff in this position too for their forms, work on it now. Please work on it now. Trust me. You're going to be trying the class out and you can't even sit or kneel. Okay. All fours. This hand out, just like you're doing your forward roll. We're going to stretch our shoulder. Reach under. And we go to angle. So you can see what we're doing. Reach under here. Back to all fours. Reach under here. And stop. Okay. So I think we've done, no, we haven't. We forgot to do one more thing. So now we're going to stand back up. So everybody stand up, please. Give me a second to adjust, please. Okay, this is good. Yeah, this is good. Even though you can't see my head, you don't need to for this. Look down at my feet. So I probably should have kept the camera on the floor, shouldn't I? Yes, this is perfect. Okay. While am I pulling this up? We're going to stretch out the ankles. So weight on the outside of the ankle. Some weight on the inside of the ankle. Move it back. Back into your walking stance again. And the other side. Some weight on the outside of the ankle. Some weight on the inside of the ankle. And move it back. And stop. Okay, shake it out. Take a minute and stretch out whatever still feels tight on your body. While I am. All right. Let me time this. So while you're taking a minute to just stretch out whatever you need to do, you dictate what you do for about a minute. I want my COVID-19 martial arts students. Right now, I believe those are Hannah, Manny, Akita, CJ, and Jennifer. Okay. Jada, you can also get in on this too. And anybody else I think that's watching right now can get on this too. Be a COVID student. What I want you to do is I have the stuff up at the website. When you go to my website, it's like the first link. And I've probably got links to it on the webpage too. What I want you to do is start uploading videos of you doing the forms that you need for your next rank. Now, if you're already at orange, try to go to blue. I know you're skipping green. Try to go to blue. Because most of the people I have that are already orange could probably function at blue. So try to go to blue. If there's any techniques that you don't know, get somebody to text me and email me and say, I don't know these techniques. And I can do a tutorial on it. Or, we can talk about it when we're doing live class. But again, your assignment now, and I want this done by next Wednesday. my Wednesday of next week, upload yourself doing videos. At a minimum, I want to see everybody at least have Chanji and Dan Gun uploaded if you can't get to anything else. It doesn't have to be real high quality. It just has to be good enough for me to see it. Upload it to your YouTube channels. Okay. If you can't do it to your own personal channel, find somebody's channel and just send me the links and I'll look at it. And while I'm looking at that, I'll be checking that off on what you're being graded on. Okay. Hannah, you with your brother and sister, you three can do all of your forms together at the same time. That will save a lot of time and aggravation. So if you're living with, if your siblings are students of mine too, all of you just do your forms together. And then once you get to the point to where, you know, you're beyond what the other person has to do for their rank, then you can drop off. Then they can drop out and you can just continue the video. So let me see a Chanji, at least a Chanji and a Dan Gun from everybody. Oh, and also basic form 1. All right. Let's bow out for a second now. I want you all to go get water, and then we're going to come back. You have a 3-minute break. Juliet, Kwenye, Jumbi, and come on, 3-minute break. Go. My wife told me not to do this on camera. I don't know. I guess it destroys the magic. So let me time this. Anybody that doesn't need to break have any questions? Since Mr. Harper is here, I'm going to talk about him in a good way. I'm glad he came too, because I wanted to include, can't remember if I put him in my bio or not for people that I've studied with, but Dwayne Harper is a very knowledgeable martial artist. And if you want to learn what your forms, quote unquote, mean, as in ways to use the moves in self-defense, in addition to the explanations I give you, you should go to him, because he's one of the people who helped me get the explanations that I have come up with in the first place. Because he is a Kyusho Jitsu instructor. I know some of y'all have heard me talking about Kyusho Jitsu, the knockout stuff with the pressure points and the nerve strikes and things like that. So he is really good, really, really, really good with that. He knows a lot more about that stuff with me than me, especially when it comes to striking applications. So please go to him. He's in Kyusho International. That organization is headed by a man named Evan Pantanzi, who's also very knowledgeable. So I went there for a while with Dwayne. I found Art Mason online. That's who gave me the Shodan in Kyusho Jitsu. He's also very knowledgeable, but he's not here. And in addition to that, I also went to some George Dillman seminars. And I found George Dillman has an organization. I also went to a guy a couple times, and I can't remember his name. Oh, that's right. He doesn't want me to tell people his name online because he doesn't want to be overloaded and bombarded with students. Because apparently, if I say something, people go there. I can't tell that by my numbers, but he said it happened. So he was a member of George Dillman's organization, and he's in Maryland. So those are good resources. And Dwayne Harper is local to the PG County area. He lives in PG County. So, and you're teaching at Harmony Hall, right? He's Park and Rec too, and he had a class at Harmony Hall. Okay, that's done. So you should be back. What you're going to do now, since we're not together, is we're going to all go through our forms. It's going to be hard for you to follow along with me because different angles and things like that. That standard problem. So I'm gonna have to just call out the form, and I'll try to slow it down. And what we're gonna do, just for the sake of convenience, honestly, is we're gonna go through all of the forms that you have to do up until black belt, and we're gonna try to do these in about 15 minutes ish. Okay, because we do have 2 people that are eligible for COVID-19 showdowns. If I give you a certificate, it's not going to say COVID-19 on it. Okay, it's not going to say COVID-19 on it. But it'll be good for you all to see this anyway. Because you're going to have to do it eventually. Let me see if I can set this up so I can be in frame. Good enough. Well enough. All right. This will have to do, I'm going to have to turn my back sometimes to you. Don't mean to make you think I'm disrespectful. All right. The first form we're going to do is basic form 1. Okay. I put a tutorial on that. Most of you have seen it. Mr. Harper, I know he knows this form. Keybone, Keychon, P9, not P9. What part of P9? Keyhone 1, down block punch, down block punch, down block punch, 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 down block punch, down block punch, down block punch, 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 down block punch, down block punch. That one. They're like, a lot of people know. We're going to start with that before we do Chanji. All right? Choyak, Onye, Jumbi. I'll try to go sort of slow so we can all stay together. Ready? 1. Here. 2. 3. 4. Remember to shorten your steps if you need to, do the space. 5. 6. 7. Here next. 8. Here. 9. Your left side. 10. Your right side. 11. 12. So we'll be in different directions. 13. Your left side. 14. Your right. 15. Your left. Kia with your right punch. So you'll be punching over here. I'll be punching over here. 16. Kia. 17. 18. 19. And Kia on the last move, punching with your left hand. 20. Kia. Jumbi. And come on. All right, now we're going to do Chanji. Down block, punch 4 directions. Middle block, punch 4 directions. Punch, punch to the front. Punch, punch, walking backwards. Okay? Jumbi. Chanji 2. Sijak. Hana. Kia. Do. Set. Net. Toss it. Yas it. You go. Kia next. You do. Kia. Aha. Yo. Hana. You want to breathe. Do. Set. Net. Toss it. Yas. You go. Kia. You do. Aha. Kia. Jump in. And come on. Come on. Now come on. Okay. And go. And go. Ready? Hana. Kia. Do. Set. Net. Toss it. Yas it. You go. You do. Kia. Aha. You. Hana. Do. Set. Down block to up block. Net. My hand is over here. Yours will be over here. Toss it. Yeah, on the next move, up blocking with your right hand. Yasa. Here. You go. You do. Uh-huh. And Kia, punch with your left hand. You. Kick. Jumbi. Sometimes I do Jumbi like this. All right. Come on. Okay. Tosa. Jumbi. Ready. Hana. Kia. Do. Set. Net. Toss it. Left hand. Remember, I stuck in an extra move. Yasa. And go. You do. Go over that left shoulder. Behind you. Aha. You. Here. Stack hands. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Toss it. Do that. Breathing. Tighten that throat when you do it. Keep you from being choked. Stay in place. Kick first. Yasa. Right. Left. Here we go. You do. Stay in place and kick right now. Aha. Punch. Punch. You. Hana. Now we move. You. Do. I'm sorry. Set. Net. Toss it. Yasa. You go. Oh, it's hard to see in the camera. You do. Here. Aha. Turn. Sitting stance. Sitting kiba horse stance. Jump and chop to your right and kia. Again, jump, slide. You. Here. Jumbi. And come on. Okay. One, you. Remember in the front, you're doing that for your first move, for your salute. Okay, one, you. Salute. And hana. Here. Do. Set. Next. Toss it. Remember the ki on the thrust. Yasa. Here. Go. You do. Huh? You. Hana. Do. I'm backing up just to stay on the camera. Set. And net. Kick. Salute. And Jumbi. And come on. All right, you go. Hey, Jumbi. And hana. Good on the frame. Kick. Do. Set. Net. Toss it. Yasa. Remember, 3, then 2, then 1. Look up. 3. 3 open hand palm blocks. 2. Sliding down the arm, pull back. Don't step on the punch. 1 punch. Hooking blocks, that's what we call it. And again, step over here, hooking. 1, 2, 3, 2. Pull back. Punch. Step, punch it here. Here. Okay. Come together here. Now, if you don't have a lot of space, you can kick down. You don't have to kick up. Okay. So kick or kick and back fist. And elbow strike from the back. Elbow. Stack hands here. Look. And if you got the wrong kick. And remember, don't do this. Elbow comes from back here. Back here. Okay. Stack hands. Look to your left. Double knife hand open block. Out stand, stand. Step forward, knife hand thrust. Stack hands here. And here. Look. Next series of moves, middle block, reverse punch, then middle block, reverse punch, and then stepping in a cross leg stance to a back fist on your right hand. So middle block, reverse punch. Middle block, reverse punch. Actually, with the left hand, I was wrong. So step, here, back fist up high. If I did it up high, you're going to see it. It's back fist here. Turn. Do what we call augmented block 1 on this side, and then on this side 2. Here. This is what we call augmented block. Like that. And jump. And come on. There you go. Jung-yoon. Jung-dae. Ready. And 1. Here. Make sure let me come over here so I can make sure you get the stance. That's the stance. Remember that stance. Cat stance, rear foot stance. Not L, this one. So that's your opening stances. 1, 2, 3. Upward palm strike. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Knife hand elbow. 7. Knife hand elbow. 8. Knife hand elbow. Okay. Double punch. 9. Uppercut to the ribs. 10. Okay. And then turn around. And the next block. 8. Stack hands. Forearm, middle forearm block. Scooping block. Reverse punch, and then repeat on the other side. Middle forearm block in the L. Scooping here. Center stance. Turn. Reverse punch and a forward stance. Stack hands, repeat on the other side. Middle forearm block here in an L stance. Scooping block here. And then turn. Reverse punch. Here. As your hands like this. Here. Pull hands up here. Step in the L, strike down, like a 9, pull back, punch, and then side kick. Repeat on the other side. Strike down here, pull back, punch, and then your side kick. Come down, knife hand block here, and turn to the front. Open up your hands like this, press with tension. Repeat on the other side. Here, L. Turn with tension. So once your hands get to here, you press through fast. So come here, stack hands. You then come up here. See how my hands are like this? This is called slipping block. No, actually, it's slipping block. So here. And then we're going to do what they call stick block. Normally, in other systems, you end it with 2. But these at the end, I'm going to do 4. 2 high and 2 low. So here, L stance here, 2. And so you can't see it. L stance here, and then go low. This here and here. Okay. Oh, let me bow off first. And Jumbi. People say this is for blocking a stick like this. That's not what it's for. All right. Jumping. Toy gay. Okay. Jumping. And 1. Here. 2. 3. Other side. 1. 2. 3. Step to the front. Down. X block. Come back up. High X block. Come here. You're going to do this in front, like this with your hands. Let me do that slower. You're going to do this in front like this with your hands. Come across here. Now kick with the foot that's behind you. Kick. Chop. Now, a lot of people don't have this in their thing anymore. I put it back in here, up here. Then come down. Like here. Now remember, the pattern is right, left, left. Right, left, left. Say it again. Right, left, left. Right, left, left. Those are your circular kicks, your crescent kick intervals. So, right, and then mountain block. Left, left. Right, left, left. Slide together. Downward knife hand block here. Turn to the front, double palm strike. It wouldn't be this wide normally. We just do it in front, but you can't see what I'm doing in the front. Reach up, slap your knee, kia, kia. Turn and knife hand block. Off the front leg. Down and poke. Other side, knife hand block. Kick off the front leg. Down and poke. Pull back here. When we jump, we're going to jump in a cross leg stance and a double X strike down, X block down, like so. Then turn into what we call augmented block, reinforced block, here, in a walking stance. Turn and downward knife hand block, and scoop and block on this side. Downward knife hand block, and scoop and block on this side. Then you're going to end scoop block, and punch. So reverse scoop block here, 1. Reverse scoop block here, 2. Step up, hit, and jumping. Okay, story game. We got 2 more to do. All right. All right. So, see ya. Kunye, Jumbi, form wall right. Ready? 1. Palm strike to the front. Let me do it here so you can see it. This is your first move. Okay. 1. Then punch, punch. Here. Here. Pretty much everybody knows this block. So here. Coming up, uppercut, punching under here. Now you're in a real foot stance. Pull back. And then you're going to punch with a tap punch. Here. Now pull back here, slow. Make a big circle over your head, striking. When I do this, look at my feet. I'm doing this move. My foot turns like that. Okay? So my feet should be in a T when I'm doing that downward fist. Okay? Not at the head. Excuse me. Okay, so here, punch. Down block here to the front, look behind you. Back kick off of this leg. Back kick. Come down. Wait a minute, I'm doing the wrong form. Here, 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 and then punch. Oh, that's right. Step forward and punch. Grab the hand that's in front of you, pull it back here to your side. Turn to the side, and then side kick. And then chop here. And then punch here. So turn here. And knife hand thrust. Keep spinning in the same direction. Instead of turning that way, turn this way. You turn here, and either knife hand or guarding block. You're going to do 2 roundhouse kicks going that way. Run, 1, 2, and then guard. Turn back down the middle, down block, and then pull your stance in here. 2, 3. Then when you come forward, you step into a walking stance, you're going to do a double X down strike or X down block, however you want to call it. Go. And Kia. Kia. Okay. Turn an elbow. Extra Kia here. Here. Now turn to your left. When you turn to your left, you're going to do this. That and that. That's what you're going to do when you turn to your left. It's that and that. So turn to your left. 1, 2. And then knife hand chop here. Come back, knife hand. Kia. Knife hand block. Jumbe. And come on. So I apologize on that mistake I made in the form we just did, because I was getting ready to do the next one. Come back here where I can see you. Let me adjust this. So that I can see as we that you can see. All right, good. This is going to have to work. All right. Now we're going to do shoe and move together. Yep. Okay. Jump in. Okay, feet together. Stack hands. 1. Here. This is the last one you got to do for black belt. 2. 3. Turn here. 4. Here. 5. Down block. Now you do the back kick. Look back. 6. Back kick here. Then take a step and do a jump roundhouse kick. So 7, step, and then here, land in the guarding block. Okay. So come over here, open hand block, smash right. That kick. Here, that's right. You don't turn that way, turn all the way around here. So turn here, open hand, block here, double knife hand block here, as you can see. Reach up, slap. Okay. Turn in this direction. Reverse knife hand. Like this. And then roundhouse kick. And then back kick. And then come down a knife hand strike. In the version I learned, you jump, you kick over there, and then turn that way. Okay. So roundhouse kick over here, and then turn here. Now, a lot of people have you do this before you jump. I learned to do this first. Okay. So that's why I'm teaching this, because this is the way I learned it. So you're going to jump up and spin and land in the chop. Go. Here. And then come underneath here and pull back here like this. And then step, knife hand thrust, keep this hand in the fist. Now you're going to turn to your left at 270 degrees. So here, and then step forward, guard and block. Now turn to your left again, guard and block here. 2, turning kicks. 1, 2. Then when you land over here. Once you land over here, double open hand X technique here. Now your next move, you're going to be stepping that way with your left foot out in front. You're going to come underneath with either double open hands or this. So here upwards, some people call it an upward palm strike here. Your last 2 moves on up lock, reverse punch on the same count, going that way. Ready? And go. Kia, of course. And Junbi. Let's take a 2-minute break and then come on back. So those are all the forms you have to do for black belt. Let me time this. 2-minute break. Well, 2.5-minute break. Is there anything in particular that anybody wants to go over that's still hanging around? I see I still have at least 4 viewers. Anybody? What is next? It's up to you. You tell me what you want to do next. If not, I'm going to have you go over shrimping and slap pulls. And first, I'm going to have you do a standing foot sweep exercise. If there's nothing in particular that you want to go over, let me know. I mean, if there's something in particular you want to go over, let me know. We can do that. We can do falling. Anything else? So everybody has seen all the forms that have to be done in black belt. Normally it would be 9, but since I got another form there that serves as a sparring substitute, it's 10. I mean, technically to get around sparring, I could have somebody that I could just tell you to film someone that you love. Someone that you love is holding a pillow for you and you beat up the pillow for a couple of minutes. You could do that, or I can have you shadow box for your sparring. I could do that too. Ashley. Manny says 1-step sparring. That's the challenge. We can do falling and 1-step sparring. And that'd be a good question. Because how do you drill 1-step sparring in COVID-19 world when you don't have a partner? You would drill it the same way that you should be practicing at home without a partner, which means you need to use visualization and your imagination. Or even make props and aids creatively. All right, so we're going to go through falling, and then we're going to go through how to do 1-steps by yourself. Good one, Manny. I didn't even think about that. All right, so let's go through falling. Good, this is perfect. All right. We don't have any beginners here in terms of falling per se, as far as I know. So now if you're catching this on a replay, I'm not going to go through how to do the falls for people who have never fallen before. So if you're watching this on a replay and you fall right now and you get hurt, that's on you. Don't do these if I have never met you in person. Everybody that's watching on this broadcast right now, I'm pretty confident you know how to fall. Or if you don't know how to fall, you know that you don't know how to fall. But everybody that's watching right now while I'm doing this live, I think knows how to fall. All right. This is a pretty thick carpet. So I can do this here. Go to a part of your house when you're doing this stuff. There's a carpet. You should know that if you're no strangers to this. So we're going to do front fall. We're going to do front fall, back fall, side fall. We're not going to do too many of them because this isn't as forgiving as a mat. So we're only going to do a couple in each direction. So yeah, konye, 준비. Let's go through back fall. Remember to bend. I'm going to turn this way. You can see. Remember to bend your knees. Don't fall back like a tree. Roll back and slack. Keep your head off the ground. Hands in front. Ready? Go. One. And remember to slack. I can do this even though I have sore lower back. Two. Or do three in each direction. Three. Because what we don't want to do, we want to keep the technique, but we don't want to hurt ourselves. Okay, let's fall to the front. Hands here, backing up so I can stay in frame. Don't catch. Please turn your head, okay? And when you land, don't let your chest and stomach hit. Spread those legs as wide as you need to so that you feel comfortable. And relax when you're falling. Turn your head and fall. One. Two. Three. Okay. All right. I'm going to turn to the back. A little bit of an angle so you can see what I'm doing. All right. My leg, I let this foot get swept in front, then I fall and I slap. Remember to slap. Don't try to catch. Don't try to catch. And one. Two. One more. Three. Okay. Let's go to the other side. I'm going to go at a 45 so you can see. Everybody's right side. Okay. So you're going to step off first to your left, and your right hand to your left ear. This foot slide up in front, and then slap. Ready? One. Look up. Two. One more. Three. You see how my legs are landing like this? Like this. It's just like your L stance. Okay. Little bonus. See what time? Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay. I'm gonna back up. Forward roll. Just do one roll over each side. Okay. Actually, let's do this. Except for people who are below orange belt. Do not try this. If you're not at least an orange belt, don't try this. What we're going to do is we're going to forward roll coming up and then back roll going back. So we're going to do at least twice over each shoulder so people can get it. Okay. So I'm going to start on my right. You'll probably be starting on your left. So I'm going to start on this side first. So we're going to step forward roll, come up, and then roll backwards, and then forward roll over the right side, and then come backwards. Okay? So let's go. One. Okay? Now let's go over the right shoulder. 1. Come up and then roll back. Training in COVID-19 world does present its challenges. Again, 1. And back. And over the other side. Ready? 1. I'm going to slant and back. Ta-da! Okay. The rolling bonus. Children, you can do this. I'm not going to do this too much because I'm not a child. Not that I'm too good, I'm not too old. This is actually my wife's idea, so blame her. All right. On the ground, roll over your head, and then go back over each shoulder. So I'm going to roll over my head twice towards the camera, and then when I roll backwards, once over one shoulder and once over the other. Okay, ready? So let's go. Over your head. Oops, so I'm going to have to back up. Over your head again. See, I hit the camera. I hit the computer. Look at it in the light. Okay, go back. And then go back. That means I need to work on this. Let's do this again. Actually, we're going to do it again. But we're going to do it both ways. What we're going to do first is roll forward and then back once, and then forward and then back again over each shoulder. So where we have to then roll, and then we're going to do what I tried before, which is harder. So ready? Forward roll over your head, straighten up, back over one shoulder. All right, come back to here. Forward roll again, and then go back over the other shoulder. All right, now we're going to do what I attempted to do before, and then we're going to move on to one set sparring. So that's going to be, you see I'm scratching up now to get space. So that's 2 rolls to the front, and then 1 over each shoulder going backwards. So ready, go. 1 and 2. Better control. And then going backwards. Ready? And do. Perfect. Watch when I sit down. Right up against the wall. See, and she's only a yellow belt. She came up with a good idea, so I'm going to use it. So watch. Watch me scoot towards the camera. I may not have ever done this in class, but I picked this up from a guy who used to be my professor in college. We were at judo. He said it's a jiu-jitsu drill. Scoot towards the camera on your butt like this. Scoot. Just scoot towards the camera. This is something you can practice at home, forwards and backwards. Scoot. This will help you when you're moving on the ground for sport ground fighting. Okay, good. Now, let's go over Hannah said, can we still front roll on our wood floor? I wouldn't do that. You can, but don't. I wouldn't do that. Carpet. carpet, 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 carpet. Because you can do it, but you're probably messing up your joints. Carpet. There are people that wouldn't even do this. Okay? Now, I don't do this every day. When I do it, I keep it at 3 reps or less. That's to say, oh no, she already answered that question. Please carpet. If you just don't have carpet anywhere in your house, okay, then you just do one rep, and that's it. You just do 1 rep. All right. Manny wanted to know how to do one-step sparring. Or can we go over one-step sparring by ourselves? Yes, we can. CJ said carpet. Yep. Yes, carpet. So it's a couple ways you can approach this. When it's just you and it's by yourself and there's nobody you can interact with, you play the role of attacker and defender. Because remember, when you're being graded for 1-steps, you are typically being graded on how you attack and on how you defend. Okay? In a COVID-19 world, I can really only grade you on your defense. So you're gonna have to use your imagination. But this is the way I practiced for years before I had people who I could practice with. And those are people that are my children. Because if you think that my wife is going to let me throw her around for 1-step sparring, you got nothing coming. Nobody's spouse is typically going to do that if they're not in it themselves. She has a yellow belt. Okay? So, the way you can practice by yourself is you act out the roles of attacker and defender. When you practice what you want to do for your defense, you imagine somebody else attacking you. Okay? Another way we can do it, and I tested this out with Natalie, is if we do it through Zoom, we'll have Zoom meetings, and I'll attack you through Zoom. I'll go, Kia, and then you Kia when you're ready, and then I step and throw 1 punch, and then I'm watching your response. Okay? So if you got somebody you can video chat with, and you both know how to do the drill, so let's everybody do it with me then right now. Everybody is going to be defending against me. So get where you are, okay? Stand, Chariot, Kunye, Jumbi, okay? I'm going to ki in down block. I'm just going to wait and imagine that you ki back. I'm going to step forward and throw 1 punch, and then you do whatever your defense is. I can't see what your defense is right now because we're doing it on YouTube. When we get to doing Zooms, I'll be able to see. Okay? So everybody ready? Kia! All right, here it comes. Kia! Okay, I assume I've already been knocked down and everything. Let's do another one. This time, coming from my left side. Kia! Y'all ready? Y'all key out? Okay, here we go. Kia! Okay. Do the same thing for overhand strike and that type of thing. And that's a good question that you asked, Manny, because this is also how I drilled my judo forms when I was learning those for judo black belt. Because those are 2-person drills as well. They're pretty much like more intricate 1-steps. In those, you are definitely graded for attacker and defender. Okay? Defender is called tori, attacker is called uke. Even though uke means receiver and tori means giver. I think of it as uke is receiving the whipping and tori is giving the whipping. But that's not what they mean, but that's how I think of it. So, and if you're doing any type of Japanese art, it's not, It's that Korean. If you hear the terms uke and tori, uke is the receiver, or typically the person that attacks. Tori is the person that's the giver, or the person that's performing the technique. But with one steps that we do, okay, you can just pick a side. Okay, you decide this is the attacker side, and then you can decide this is the defender side. What I would do is I would switch them up each time. So this is one thing you can do. So you act out the role of the attacker. You down block, step back, here. You imagine somebody's yelling in response and step forward and pump. Here. And then imagine if they're doing something. If you even want to go further with it, imagine what they did that they threw you, so you can practice falling. Okay? Now, when you're the defender, you have to imagine that somebody's attacking you. So imagine they've down blocked, they're going, here. And then you yell back, here. And then they throw a punch and you, here, here, here. Here. Okay? That's how you're going to do it. So right now, everybody attack me. All right? June B. Ready? Go ahead and down block and yell. I'm going to hear our response. Here. And throw your punch. Here. 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 Okay? Come back. So that's basically what you do. That's one way to look at it. If you really want to think about the two-person thing. But what I do, though, is clear my mind, think about somebody attack me, and I just act out my responses to the one steps. Okay? You have to use your imagination, because the thing is, a lot of studies show in sports that your subconscious mind may not know the difference. So if you're imagining that you're doing something, there's a part of your brain that believes that you are doing it. I find a study that shows that. I'll put a link to it on the webpage. So let's see. I haven't even practiced my one steps in a while. I'll do my, what I call repeatedly palm strike one step. That's what you do is you step to the inside, block, your palm strike up, you grab their leg and push to push them down, which is still like a palm strike motion. Then when you have their leg in your hand, you palm strike them again. Here, and then come back up. So if you want to throw a punch, if you want to, that's fine. So here, you come back, you come at me. So here, lock, here, palm strike, reach down, pull them down, grab behind the heel, push them down here, and then here, palm strike again, and go back. And practice the bowing parts too. So that's how you can do one-step sparring by yourself. But Manny lives with people that he can one-step spar with. One of whom is a brown belt. So you guys can actually practice one steps. But I want to give you a warning. Practice it with an adult around. Okay? Handy. Handy. Listen to me. Manny and Lakita practice it in front of Hannah. Hannah, practice one steps with them. Make sure that your mom's around. Okay? Or your dad. Some responsible adult. Okay? CJ and Jada, you're probably going to have to use the imaginary method. So that's what you do. All right. So we are past 11:30. Is there anything else that anybody wanted to go over? If not, we are going to end it. Anybody have anything? Nope. All right. Hold on for a second, please. Hello, this is Cecil. Hey. Yes, I do. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Funny, that was martial arts related. That was one of my many supervisors. I have so many bosses. It's not even funny. That was my Marlboro Community Center boss. He's leaving the stuff outside my house in a COVID-19 world so that I can have for those self-defense videos I'm talking about. So it looks like that's going to be a go. Now, I don't know if you're going to have to pay for those or not. I don't know if the county's going to make that available for free or not. Okay. But don't feel like you're missing out on anything. If you're a student of mine, you are getting the good stuff. And in the case of Mr. Harper, you already know the good stuff. So the best, honestly, how can I say this without getting in trouble? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Jada. Honestly, man, if you're a civilian, if you're a regular person and you want to learn how to defend yourself with the physical techniques outside of what I said with your lifestyle, man, you need to take a martial art. Don't try to just take the short-term class, take a martial arts class too. If you're able-bodied and you have the health to do it, please do it. Okay? Please do that. That doesn't mean to be closed to taking self-defense classes or shooting a gun. You actually need to do all that. But if you only just say, I just want to shoot, or I just want to take a self-defense class, you're going to be more limited. You will be more limited than if you said, I'm just going to take a martial art. Reason being is that you can't carry a gun with you all the time. And if you do a martial art, you're going to go through the moves that people think of as self-defense. But remember, your best self-defense are your choices and your awareness and paying attention. So since nobody else has anything we're going to go over, we're going to bow out now. And next week, we're going to do shrimping in class, or I'm going to put some shrimping tutorial videos up, and we can do those. In the meantime, though, I'll probably look on YouTube for other people who've done shrimping videos and put those on my webpage. So just check out the webpage during the week or check out my channel, and you'll see stuff that's useful, in addition to the stuff where I'm just talking. And actually, the talking is the good stuff, too. That's how you avoid having to use this stuff on somebody. If you just follow my advice. And like I said, not that I'm perfect, because when I was young, I did the same stuff that y'all did and probably going to do. And I was warned, so ain't nobody's fault but mine. I can't say it's because all my parents were divorced and stuff. And it don't matter. It was plenty of people that told me not to act like that. And I did anyway because I'm human. It's not an excuse, though, and that's not permission, people. All right, let's bow out. Shaliat. Kunye. Jumbi. Student Creed. Sijak. Blessed be the Lord, my strength, who teaches my hands to war and my fingers to fight. Teachers Creed. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they should be called the children of God. Shaliat. Kunye. Jumbi. COVID students. Start uploading your videos of your forms. Let's get that out the way. And come on. Peace. See you live next week. And thank you for your time.